and welcome to The Secret of Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge. I have to start from this screen because as soon as I hit play new game, I have to hit F1 so that it goes into old mode. Otherwise, it won't properly play the opening. Let's get started! Also, this opening plays really fast, so I might not have enough time to read their dialogue, but I'm gonna try. Here I go. Well, Guybrush Threepwood, you do train up in the stage. See how fast it is? I hope you can read that. This game. Enjoy the opening. Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island. So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you barnacle buh." I have to turn this down because it's way too fast. Alright, so he's talking, the Guybrush is telling his old stories, and these guys are like, "Shut up, asshole." And he says, "That's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure. Growing a mustache? No, bigger than that. A beard? No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas." "You mean Big Whoop?" "None other." "Then why did you come here?" "There's no treasure on Scab Island." "Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story. Or you'll have died trying. Either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore." Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll be a legend among pirates for generations to come. If only I could charter a ship and get off this stinking island. Sing it with me. So here we are on Scab Island. It's beautiful. The water looks like disgusting, foul, toxic waste. And so let me get back to that opening. The way the game starts in the special edition is that it starts with audio on. So that scene is voiced for you. The one where they're hanging by their little ropes. And Elaine is like, you do turn up in the strangest places, and she asks Guybrush to tell her the story of how he got there. Now, in order to get the opening you just saw with the dancing monkeys and the credits, they did not port that over from the original version. So if you let the version with the voices play past the cutscene, nothing happens. It just goes straight to the picture of Scab Island and the stories that they're telling around the fire. There's no opening, and that opening is seriously... Really, game? I'm sitting here not hitting any buttons, and it did that because I guess I'm idle. No! Oh, God! Oh! Where do you think you're doing, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are ya? This here's a toll bridge. You gotta pay! I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate! Tough guy, eh? Help! Police! Ha ha ha! Scream as loud as you want! There's no police on Scab Island! Please, not in my new coat! Maybe I should cut you one out of cement! Hey, you're loaded! This is my lucky night! Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo LeGrand! Tough town. I guess I should have gotten those traveler's checks. I didn't mean to do that. The game punted me back into the menu because I was idle, and then when I hit out, it made him walk forward, which I knew would trigger that scene, and I was trying to avoid it. The game is like, you're fucking taking too long, get a move on. Anyway, the scene with the monkeys dancing at the beginning of the game is one of my favorite scenes. I used to, talk about old, but I used to have a LiveJournal account where I used a whole bunch of GIFs that I had captured from this game, and some of them were Guybrush tapping his foot when the monkeys are dancing, and just like everything from this game I just stole, because everything is like a two beat animation frame, so it was really easy to just get one and the other, even though I had no skill at actually capturing for GIFs. Yes, I call them GIFs. If you call them GIFs, we're gonna have words. Anyway, here's Monkey Island 2. I think it's beautiful. I think it's the best Monkey Island game, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. That was Largo. He is the Act 1 antagonist. Just so you know. We're gonna pick up this sign, and we're gonna get ourselves a nifty shovel. I think I broke the sign. The dialogue in this game, the captions and stuff, I turned them down a little bit. I turned them all the way down now, and they still seem to be really fast. So I might have some trouble reading the dialogue, which is weird. It's not the same when you're playing like by yourself and you're just reading it in your head, because you can read a lot faster than you can read speaking. But anyway, we're gonna head into town. This is Woodtick on Scab Island, and we're gonna go in this guy's place. Talk to him about something. Hi, sir. One thing that was really cool about this game when it came out that doesn't translate well, but they try their best, is it had this dynamic music system where the outside, where we just were, has its own theme, and then every time you would go into a place, it would have variations on the theme that would get louder or softer. So since this guy's a wood carver / carpenter dude, a woodsmith, whatever, he has some, like, we're working with wood type stuff that comes into the song when you go in here. So if you hear... I have to wait for it to get back to the part here. You can hear the scrapey. Of course, it didn't make the sound this time. Here it comes. That. Like you're scraping a knife across one of those doodads. I'm ignorant to woodcraft. But that happens when you're in here with him, because it's a special little musical thing. The way they adapted it in this, because they didn't have the same musical system, is that just when you're walking into places, it'll change the music, which isn't as cool as it was. It was cool. In the original version, it would fade in nice, and you would be like, did the theme just change? And it would have just changed, and it was really awesome. Anyway, I'm gushing about this game, and I'm only 10 minutes in. Let us talk to this woodsmith. Where's my talk to button? Oh, there it is. I'm blind. Yeah? I don't know why I just did that voice. What's the problem with that Largo guy? He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him. But I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good. Like an all-night tattoo parlor? No, like a voodoo doll, Largo Legrand. Oh. Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef? No, I'm a woodsmith. Which gives us one of us excuse for dressing funny. I don't know why I can't read tonight at all. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood. But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck? Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood? A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck could chuck wood. That was wood. Oh, shut up! I'd like to look around a bit. Sure thing! So this guy, you can't really do anything with him right away. I just came in here to talk to him about wood. So let's leave. We are going to head into... We can read this sign here. I don't think this guy has a sign. But this sign says... The Bloody Lip Bar and Grill. So let's go in there. This is the door for this place. The sign is above the hatch that leads to the Bloody Lip. Which is a fun and fancy free bar with a bartender with a big red nose. Like Santa, except not at all. Alright, let's talk to him. Excuse me? Yeah, boy? How's business? It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is. Make anything you could name. But I can't make the one thing that would really do this island some good. What's that? A voodoo doll of Largo Legrand! You there! Uh-oh. I forgot Largo's voice already. Give me my usual, and put it in a real glass! Glug, 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 and patooey. That scene used to crash my computer back when I was a kid. Fork over the dough, you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose! That's all I have. Well, you better have more tomorrow. Or we might have to move this dump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean. Well, you just gave him all your money? I don't want to talk about it. So that was Largo back again. That music also used to fade nicely when he would come downstairs. And you would hear his theme, and even though you'd already heard it once, only once in the game, you'd be like, oh shit! Because it was neat. Excuse me. Yeah, boy? Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred. Ha ha ha! Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead. I'm old enough. Look at my beard. Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. I'll tell you what. I'll let you have some of my near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it. But it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink. Right on! Oh wait, what am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry. Rats. Of course, you have some ID. Must have left my ID in my other pants. You have to do better than that. No ID, no service. Alright, let's talk to him again. Who's this Kate person? Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out. Does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side. Want to see my scar? Depends. Is there a good story behind it? As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise. Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right? Not exactly. Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know. Nice place you have here. Well, see ya! See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. So, this game has the option to turn on the dialogue while you have the old school graphics on. And I debated doing that, and then I decided not to. Because, there's a fire truck going by. No. Let's just wait. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pretty fucking loud. Anyway, I want to play these games like I did originally. So that means no dialogue until episode 3. Episode 3. I meant to say game number 3, Monkey Island 3, which is coming up after this, but I just started Monkey Island 2! And that is the end of the first episode. And I hope you're having fun. I'm just gushing like a lunatic. See you next time. Bye!